Hello, coaches, and welcome to iCoach Football. I'm your host, Joel Forsberg, and as you know, this channel is dedicated to helping coaches like yourself become more successful at both youth tackle football and youth 7-on-7. Now, what inspired me to do this video today is my nephew was just in town from Arizona, and he brought his playbook, and he's showing me his playbook, and I'm looking at all the passing route concepts in his playbook, and I'm like, there is no concepts. They're just random routes that were drawn in by a coach that obviously didn't know anything about pass route concepts. What's a pass route concept? A pass route concept is basically a combination of routes that is used to exploit the defense in a certain way and get one of the receivers open. There's a lot of different pass route concepts, but the most popular, probably the most used, is the smash route. This is an app called Smash Routes, by the way, that helps players learn different route concepts. But smash route is basically a high-low stretch on the flat defender, and that's usually the corner, and it basically makes that corner decide, am I going to suck up and play the shallow route and get beat deep, or am I going to loosen up and play the deeper route and get beat shallow? I have a variation of the smash route concept that I've been running now for about 2 or 3 years that is a little different than the traditional smash route. And I'm going to explain it to you today. You've got to have this in your arsenal. It'll work for you, and you will get guys open, and it's easy for your quarterback to read his reads. He'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, and it's either there or it's not, and he's going to tuck and run. So let's jump right in here. I'll explain it to you, and we'll get right to the chalkboard. All right, coaches, I want to show you the crossing smash route. Now, the traditional smash route is just a high-low stretch on the flat defender. And it would look something like this. This guy would do a corner route here, and this guy would do a hitch or a curl. And this defender, if he's playing zone, he might start backing out here a little bit. If he backs out too fast, this guy's going to be open. If he stays here and kind of presses him and sucks in tight, and he's playing zone real tight here, then this guy's going to be open. So what the variation that I can't take credit for, I got it off a playbook for, I think it was Syracuse or some school I got about 3 years ago, a D1 college, and I got their crossing smash. This is their variation of it. So it looks something like this. This outside receiver is going to run straight at the safety. Play side safety. What that does is it freezes that safety in his shoes. If he's looking, he's like, who's coming into my zone? Who's coming into my zone, right? And he's looking, and this guy's coming straight at him. Well, what's he going to do? He's just going to kind of wait for him. He might try to start to drift even. If he sees him coming this direction, he might even start drifting over here. And so what you kind of want to do is you kind of want to, if he's way out here, you kind of want to get this guy going to the inside of him like this, and that's going to make him drift over. Now his eyes are on this guy. So he comes up and he's about 3 to 4 yards away. He's going to snap it hard to the corner route like that. In the meantime, this guy is going to come out here, take an outside release, and cross behind him, and so close he could slap his butt right here at about 7 to 8 yards, right into the flats here, okay? And what this does is if they are in man, you could still run this. You can run this because this guy is going to lock onto here. He's going to start running here. This guy might lock onto here and start going with him here. Boom, it creates a natural rub route. So the smash route is traditionally mostly used in zone coverage, trying to stretch this guy. But if he does, if they go to man, you can still run this because this guy's going with them, this guy's going with him, and boom, there's a collision that happens right there, and one of these guys gets free. I've seen it happen lots of times. But more importantly, there's kind of a collision here. This guy now leaves them both behind, and it's a one-on-one foot race with the safety. Look at all this room over here. Look at all this room. This guy is your number one read, and he's usually open, because you want to get your fast guy out here. He's coming right up on them. He can't make a break, right? If he does start drifting over here, well, I'm going to show you what we have on the backside here, okay? So on the backside, if I'm in this formation, I'm going to bring this guy in a little tighter here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him right up through here, split the safeties, and then go a little vertical, okay? Just at an angle so he can look back. He can look back at the quarterback. But he doesn't want to come in here because then this safety can cover both of these guys, right? The safety can come here. You never want to get routes where one receiver ends up in the lap of the other receiver. That's just bad planning. You want to get him coming here, and he's got to be at least far enough away so then this guy can latch onto him, but now he's a runaway route here. This guy's running with him. This guy's running with him, and he's got all this space here way behind the safety. So this corner, he's got to break off at something like 15 yards to kind of keep it a little more shallow while he comes through at about 8 yards. 8 to 9 yards, something like that. And this guy comes across here. So if this guy does anticipate and he starts scooching over here, guess who's coming right behind him? He creates a hole right here. So that's your read. It's 1, 2, and this guy 3. Now, in this scenario right here, guy right off this edge to block here, and then bring this guy right out here, coming up right off this edge and coming up to the outside there. Okay, now what that's going to do is going to put added stress on this safety. I always like to roll my quarterbacks in youth football. I have yet to have a line that can hold strong enough for my guy to do a 3 or 5 or 7 foot step drop, roll them out in the direction they're going to pass. And there's another reason for that. He's usually my best athlete. If he rolls out this direction and everybody's covered, well, if everybody's covered, that means there's a running lane here. So he comes out here, he goes through his reads as he's running, he's looking, everyone's covered, go, 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 he yells go, 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 and he goes. Now you're really putting stress on that corner. And if you have a right-handed quarterback, guys, send him to the right side. Now, I had the pleasure last year of having a right-handed quarterback and a left-handed quarterback, so I could roll out both ways, and they didn't know what was coming. But have them roll the direction they are. If they're right-handed, they're rolling out to the right. What would it look like out of a 2x2 formation? I like this formation actually better because I already got to my 2 receivers over here to distract the left side, and I already got this receiver in a little tighter to get there a little faster. So it would look like this. This guy would come jetting in, and the other thing is you can get these guys a little bit closer together, and this rub route can happen a little quicker. So this guy's jetting in here, running straight towards that safety, boom, breaking off. This guy's coming out here, running right behind him, slap butt time right here, get out here. Now, this guy's got to decide, is he dropping back or is he staying here? Yeah, this guy's going to come over here. He's going to block off the edge that they're rolling to. Quarterback rolls out. Now I have some fun back here. This guy's coming in here, take an inside release on his defender and coming right here. And this guy's going straight. I want him to take an inside release and come here. I want him to actually run. I have him run towards the safety a little bit, just like this, to really kind of get this safety like, oh, look at this guy's a threat. And he'll glomp onto him. If he glomps onto him, I mean, like I said, if you have a quarterback that can come all the way over here and throw it over here, I'd love to see that. But not usually going to happen at the youth level. But he comes out here like this. And again, your reads, 1, 2, 3, or tuck and run. If it's zone, he's sitting here, and he's just kind of sitting here. If they just hang out here, then look at this X. Boom, it's wide open. That's why the X is your number 1 read. That's usually the one that is open. Okay, lastly, let's see what this looks like against a cover 3. Let's say you got a single high safety, and these corners are kind of playing loose out here. These corners playing deep third. You got this safety playing middle third. What are these corners going to do? They're going to bail. They're going to be taught to bail. When the routes are coming their direction, they're going to be more apt to get out of there. So when this guy right here starts taking a hard inside like this, what that does to this corner is it starts getting his eyes over here. It's telling him, well, this guy's not coming into my zone. He's going away from me. He's going in that zone. He might try to drift, and then his eyes are in here, and he might just start backpedaling out of there. But he doesn't look at this X as a threat because the X is going hard towards the safety like this. But he still might be bailing out. If he comes this way and he comes here and then breaks, and this guy's underneath, well, what do we got coming underneath here? This guy's coming up like this, boom, breaking off. Right here. And then this guy becomes the flat to curl defender out here. So he's trying to come out here and keep up. This is your runaway route right here. The quarterback comes flowing out here. Boom, hit him right there. These guys on the backside are going to run their same route that they did before. But the Y is going to be open. If they're playing cover 3 and this guy's bailing, this guy's going to be open. All right, that's it. that's the concept. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.